What is up, you guys? This deck is super unique with all the events you get to play. Red Ace is a 5-life, 5,000 power leader with an effect you can use when he attacks or when he is attacked by discarding any event or stage from your hand to give him 1,000 extra power for that battle. Let's take a look at what we can do. Ace's signature event is called Flame Emperor, a 7-cost event that does a lot. First, you'll be popping one of your opponent's characters that has up to 8,000 power. Then your leader gets pumped up to 8,000 power himself, and he gains double attack. It can be super punishing to pop your opponent's blocker and then dealing a massive blow to their life. Because you play so many events, you'll need to make sure your characters survive when they hit the field. The 5-cost Marco is a really solid option since you can pitch any event from your hand when he's KO'd to bring him right back out again. The 4-cost blocker Marco is very similar, but can discard any Whitebeard pirate card once your life dips below 3. These cards are extremely sticky, and discarding will almost always be worth it. Another card that will be difficult for your opponent to remove is the 5-cost Ace. He has Rush, but also can't be removed by card effects once per turn, so he just works great in this deck. With strong characters on the field to distract your opponent, you can pair them with more powerful events to overwhelm them. Gum Gum Mole Pistol is one of the strongest and most flexible removal options that Red has. With a Marco or an Ace on your board, you can easily pop a character with 7,000 power. But also, if your opponent has something tricky like an 8-cost Kid with a Rosinante to back it up, you can lower the Kid by 5,000 power and pop the Rosinante, completely bypassing what is normally one of the strongest locks in the game. The 3-cost Fire Fist works double time, popping a character with 5,000 power and one with 4,000 power. You can pair all of these events with Crossfire too, turning some of these more laughable effects into some really serious threats. Izo is the most solid Whitebeard searcher, since the event unfortunately only picks up characters. Buggy is another great searcher that can grab your events, and is easy to bring up to 5,000 power to start attacking. The 7-cost Newgate will be a pain for your opponent every turn, especially with something like Crossfire or Rayleigh to back it up. I really like the 7-cost Ace though, especially when you play him the turn after Newgate to pop an 8,000 power character, or with a Seaquake to pop a 6,000 power character. Another character to consider is the 9-cost Newgate. He can pump your leader up to 7,000 power until the start of your next turn, and pop a 3,000 power character, usually a blocker, when he attacks. It can be super devastating to use Crossfire, Mole Pistol, or Otama to lower power first and hit something your opponent isn't expecting. I think Ace is best when you go first, since you want to play about as aggressive as possible. You have some good options for 1 Dawn, and your real plays start at 5 and 7 Dawn. Going second can be nice too, because your opponent might drop more smaller characters that you can clean up with Marco. Against things like the new Rayleigh from OP12, your Newgates and Marcos to pop will be really important, and things like Fire Fist can help clear the board and swing the game back in your favor. Against decks with bigger characters like the new Green Zoro or Shanks, your Newgates will still be useful, but Mole Pistol and Honesty Impact will often be stronger. I also built a version that focuses on the new cards released for Rayleigh in OP12. They have plenty of their own searchers, and you'll even get bonus effects. Jinbei and Luffy work just the same, since you still play a ton of events. Conqueror's Hockey is just such a nice card since it can reduce everything on your opponent's field by 1,000 power. And while its effect only works on your characters, you can still pitch it with your leader's effect for at least a 1k boost. Ace is getting retrained in OP13, but I think this deck still has a lot of life in it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button, it really helps out the channel. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.